Hello everyone, how's it going today? Happy Monday. We are back for some more Dragon Quest 1. Go ahead and get back in. Howdy, not a rogue AI, how's it going? Go ahead and venture on forth. So while we wait for the ads to run, let's go ahead and see if we can get into any fights with any metal slimes. I should also check to see how many experience points I need. Divination, 89 to 35. Yeah, well, we're definitely not going to be getting any levels in the first 10 minutes. You can no longer post hams, only torment me with pickles? That's terrible. You should be nice. Howdy, Tom Brown, how's it going? Well, I can't give hams away for free entirely. Like, I'm giving them away for free already, just for people watching. I gotta keep some back. Nice crit and then death there. Now for you to die. So we are just going to do a little bit of grinding for the first few minutes, but we've got a target to go to up here. The Tower of Rubus. We have to summon Lady Rubus atop the Shrine of Rain. Do. Come on, little metal slimes. Where are you? You're not here. Howdy, Iagra. How's it going? 15 stream a streak. Nice. I don't think ham and cornflakes, pickles and cornflakes really go together. Sounds kind of gross. Actually, you know what? Let's see about going to Sanctum. Let's see what we get. Kincheer, subscribed for 48 months. Thank you very much. You have 83,230 free hams. Though in face of infinite free pickles, yes, that's a drop in the bucket. It's true. You don't think ham and cornflakes either? I mean, you'd be surprised. All right, I can whistle. Let's see what we get. It's probably gonna murder me. Let's find out. Nice crit there. Ow. Weird dance, rude. Yes, pickled hams are an unholy affront to nature. They are, it's true. Weird dance again. It's very rude. No healing. Good. Okay, you're gonna fizzle. That's fine. Let's go ahead and flame slash. There we go. Alright, not too bad. We're able to take out the enemies here. Let's whistle for some more funsies. Right, Savior's Staff is better. We've got our ad break running now. Let's go ahead and Undead Undoer. How dare you survive that, sir? How dare? They're so mean. Why don't they just die and give me all of their XP, you know? They should just die. Alright, let's continue to whistle while we work. Back to the Swallowtail. I mean, if you're mid-healing rather than attacking, that's less damage for me to take. Only 2 days work this week? Nice. I have lots of days of work this week. Guys, cut it out. That's rude. How dare you? Stop it. I'm just trying to murder you. Is that so wrong? You should probably not assess a situation, sir. Just say it. Because that happens. 783 experience points. Might actually gain a level at this rate. This is pretty good. Alright, another whistle. We've got another minute or so of ad to go. Let's go ahead and flame slash you. Nice. 184. And take you out. Trevel is defeated. Come to me, alright. That is going to be a cop-out time. Good. Nope, no Thanksgiving plans this year. My sister can't make it into town. Gold and... Well, not so much gold if he is going to run. I mean, I say thou shalt not escape, and yet there he went escaping, right? How dare he? Don't you defend? Well, we got one at least. 299 experience points, 1,495 gold coins. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom to... What has the best shop? Probably Cantlet. So I want to use some items to heal when we go into this place, so I've got spare MP. Go ahead and stay for the night, just like Benjamin Orr. Item shop is down here. Alright, strong medicine. There we go. That seems good. That's about what we got from the, from that last fight. Oops. I goofed it up. Hit the wrong button. Oops. Hold on. Let's do it right. There we go. Okay, put them in the item bag, please. Thank you. That will do. Hello. Divination first. Alright, didn't quite have what I needed. But that's still pretty decent. Glad you can carry more than 6 herbs at a time and stronger herbs? Yes, it is very useful. Okay. Shrine of Rain, here we come. Makes sense with the higher hit points total? Yes. Yes, it most definitely does. Where's the old guy? The Sage of Rain is nowhere to be seen. Does the Sage of Rain live mainly on the plain? Alright, let's see. There's no other exits here. 6 herbs is enough for any man. Alright, whatever you say, Tantagellian Bill Gates. One more treasure left on this level. Nothing there. There is another treasure somewhere around here. It's a lot of spell points I'm using. Howdy, Farron, how's it going? Where's the item? It's legal in 4 Kingdoms of Alefgard. Oh, did I not check it? No, I did. Oh, right here. Ald examines the ground at his feet. What? It's a prayer ring. Ald obtains a prayer ring. Well, that's handy. Howdy, Green King Dog. How's it going? Alright. Found the item that I missed. Only took me at least a use of a prayer ring. Okay, so we have... Let's notice for treasure. Okay, just one treasure. So it is just this one. Ald opens a treasure chest. What? It's a diamond! Ald obtains a diamond! How many do we have? 5? Okay, let's go ahead and take that out. Give it to moi. As the only person who can take it. Alright, a group of enemies appears. So let's go ahead and equip the Swallowtail. Not a fan of this group of enemies. Not a fan of this group of enemies. Okay, yeah, you go ahead and mid-heal. That's fine. Chilly Breath. Okay, Frizzle. It's rude. Pecking is rude. Ow, my face. Please take out the 2 chimeras. Good. Alright. Yeah, Cool Breath. Only 9 damage. Thank you. I appreciate that. Savior's Staff. And... Undead Undoer. There we go. Get dead. 581 experience points, 164 gold coins. Alright, oh, this is why I bought these. Perfect. Anything down here? No. One more treasure left on this level. A stone golem? Alright. Hit yourself. That's not hitting yourself, sir. Hit yourself. Hit yourself.
Thou shalt not escape.
Why are you hitting yourself? Ow, my face. Ow. Why are you hitting yourself? Okay, so 48 points of damage. Let's see how much damage I do. Okay. I accept. 264 experience points, 103 gold coins. I'm okay on hit points. Is this just the rest of the game? Cop out for everything? No. And in fact, that guy I didn't need to cop out on. I just assumed that I would. But if you're fighting multiple heavy-hitting enemies, you definitely want to cop out. You definitely want to cop out. Not a fan of this group, either. Ow. Alright. Chilly breath. Ugh. Definitely cop out for a big boy Axe Knight. And the thing is that they have to be a physical damaging class. Because if they're not attacking, like, cop out wouldn't do anything there. All appears inside the barrel. What? It's some vials of unsealant. All obtains 2 vials of unsealant. All appears inside the barrel. What? It's a mini-medal. All obtains a mini-medal. Okay, one more treasure. So we want to head over here and get that chest. How many Erdrick relics do I have? I have the armor and the shield. I do not have the Sword of Kings, nor do I have the token, and I assume there's going to be a helmet as well. Curious about a cop-out here, but there's 2 guys that use breath weapons. So I get damage on all of them that way. Okay, you're gonna buff, that's fine. Bonk. Ow. And bonk. There we go. I'm assuming we're gonna get the token up here. 589 experience points, 179 gold coins. The Sword of Kings, I suspect, is going to be in the Dragonlord's castle, because there was some comment about how he had stolen it or something. Ald opens a treasure chest. What? It's a vial of oomph powder. Ald obtains a vial of oomph powder. Alright, let's whip it good. Get whipped, cosmic chimeras. Bonk. Not that I needed that, but I figure there's going to be more fights coming up where I will either want the boomerang or the staff, so 3 treasures on this level. So yeah, so here's a case where this is a good situation for cop-out, because I will get one attack. If cop-out succeeds, then I'm effectively getting 2 attacks, and they're doing no damage to me.
Thou shalt not escape.
Assuming they actually attack. Like, that's the advantage of cop-out, is that if you're up against enemies that are all physical attackers, you get much greater damage output. Although arguably, you know, my boomerang might be better, but I think in this case, cop-out is better. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You're just trying to tease. 527 experience points, 205 gold coins. I mean, there's a reason why they gave you cop-out right away. Like, I think that's the first ability you have, and you start with it. Huh. Should have just gone here into the center. Ald examines the ground at his feet. What? It's a seat of life. Ald obtains a seat of life. Alright. Let's whip those clouds into shape. Alright, well, I'm glad that I at least got some damage off on you. I don't appreciate that you got some damage off onto me. Nice crit. Not that it was needed, but, you know, it's always nice. 450 experience points, 110 gold coins. Whipping clouds seems like an exercise in futility, and yet it wasn't. Didn't even look at the, look all the way over. Ald peeks inside the pot. What? It's a seat of strength. Ald obtains a seat of strength. Ald peeks inside the pot. Ald obtains 436 gold coins. You know what? Let's go ahead and use our seeds. Seed of strength. 1 strength. Seed of agility. 1 agility. A seed of life. 3 hit points. The enemy has not noticed my presence, so let's whip some birds. How dare you be so fast? How dare you be so fast? I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate how much damage you guys did to me. It's rude. I came in here with 35, and I'm already down 10. Okay, so 3 chests. There's 6 treasures. Let's go this way first. I think that'll mean less rewalking. Swallowtail. That's fine. Do that before you do anything. I wonder why these undead dragons regenerate. Like, dragons themselves don't regenerate. Why do these guys? Undead Undoer. That would have been awesome if that killed him. Boop. Ald peeks inside the pot. What? It's a seed of luck. Ald obtains a seed of luck. So nothing down there. Got some treasure chests here. Okay. This is a situation where the boomerang is better because the chimeras do not physically attack too often. I say, and then one of them physically attacks. And then another one does. Okay, one down. Good. Nice. Oh, I approve of that crit. Howdy, Clouth. How's it going? 615 experience points. Ald opens a treasure chest. What? It's a full moon ring. Ald obtains a full moon ring. Ald opens a treasure chest. What? It's some doses of special medicine. Ald obtains 2 doses of special medicine. And a 15 stream streak for Clouth as well. Very nice. Okay, we'll stick with the boomerang. That's fine, you can defend. Nice crit. Save your staff. Time to bonk him. Get bonked. Alright, you buff again. I said get bonked. Ow. I said get bonked. There we go. I find it interesting that those guys are hollow. The group of enemies are defeated. 563 experience points, 175 gold coins. Ald reaches level 36. Alright, that is 11 hit points. That is 25 MP. 6 strength, 2 resilience, 5 agility, 6 stamina, 6 wisdom, and 3 luck. It's a pretty good level up. Howdy, Minor Trader. How's it going? Man, can technology be annoying, even something that should be simple like Bluetooth? Anything wireless, computer-related, I do not think is simple. I hate Wi-Fi, like, so much. Bluetooth is not much better. So we did get fully healed from that level up, so that's nice. Nope. Not yet. Swallowtail. Oops. Nice crit. That's fine. You can defend there. Well, let's have some fun. Nice. Group of enemies are defeated. 615 experience points, 182 gold coins. Okay, back to the Swallowtail. Good, a crit on the Golem. Very nice. What? Oh, the stone golem shielded them. Okay. I'm okay with that. Why can't I shield my allies like that, hmm? Go with Flame Slash. Excellent. Excellent. Special Medicine restores 100 hit points, but I don't think we can buy that right now. Otherwise, I would consider it. Alt peeks inside the pot. What? It's a vial of pure water. Alt obtains a vial of pure water. Alt peeks inside the pot. What? It's a seat of defense. Alt obtains a seat of defense. One item remaining. Okay. There is one chest out there. So unfair that you can't bring your cheerleader princess. I know, right? I can't believe the game wouldn't let me bring her along. I also can't believe this game has not given us boom. Or bang. Or kaboom. Or kaboomal. Or magic burst. I mean, I don't think Magic Burst is ever going to be as good as it was in 8. 615 experience points, 182 gold coins. I don't care about Keklang. Alright, oh, ha. Well, that's a different enemy. A Gorgoyle.
Caw, thou art the old buzzer they call the sage, art thou not? Then shake a tail feather and hand over the staff of rain. I shall not. The staff was entrusted to the care of my line by mighty Erdrick, and in our care it shall remain. I would sooner die than hand it to the likes of thee, fiend. Humph! Then die thou shalt, with thy bones shall I feather my nest.
How dare you?
Can it truly be thee?
How did you get all the way up here, old man? Like, these are really tough monsters.
Oh, well, you know, I'm level 50 sage. What do you expect? It mattereth not. Whomsoever thou art, thou shalt soon be as dead as a dodo.
Wait, this world has dodos? A Gorgoyle appears. All right. So Demon Demeanor is probably good. Let's try Attacker, see if we can reduce his... Good. Rude. 109. Ouch. I kind of feel like Cop-Out might be really good. Really good here. Let's try Demon Demeanor. Ow! 230. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Cop-Out is how you're supposed to do this. All right. I had a feeling that might be the case. I'm just going to let him kill me. Yep. Just going to let him kill me. It's fine. Alright, rematch. You know what this means. Cop out.
Much better. Much better.
I will say this. having cop-out be the strategy that you certainly seem to have to use against enemies,
Thou shalt not escape.
it's not that good. Oh, he can get 2 attacks, too.
Not today.
Like, this isn't very strategic.
Thou shalt not escape. Much better.
If he had, like...
Not today.
If he did, like, 30 points of damage with every attack, but, like, there a 1 in 8 chance he could do 230, then, like, it would be a challenging fight, because you never know when that 230 hit's gonna come your way. So you gotta keep your hit points up. But it gives you an opportunity to attack, you know, occasionally heal, try out different moves. But you really don't have an opportunity to try anything else here. Like, the amount of damage he can do is just too much. Especially if you don't have... Okay, that's rude. Especially if you don't have,
Thou shalt not escape.
it's my train of thought just got derailed. I'm not sure what I was about to say. That's why they should have let Gwaelin come along. It would have given you many more options. Yeah. And then it would make her not just a standard fantasy princess. Like, this really seems like this is how we basically have had to do this. Now, maybe if I wasn't on Draconian difficulty, like, that could be the difference. If I was on something other than Draconian, like, that might be a situation where, okay, maybe I need to heal, but... I mean, if it were a thing where he mostly missed, it wouldn't be quite as bad, because then you just need to, like, try to keep your hit points up kind of thing. But yeah, highest difficulty isn't helping, and that kind of... I would like a highest difficulty. I want them to have more hit points, and I want them to be smarter. I don't want it to be a case where, okay, so now one of the nasty hits is just going to murder me at this point, so...
Thou shalt not escape.
Alright, see ya, Minor Trader.
Much better.
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of like the, you have to puff the enemies near the end of Dragon Quest III.
Much better. Much better. Not today.
I mean, maybe there's other strategies, even on Draconian difficulty, that work,
Thou shalt
but
not escape.
considering the amount of damage that he can do to me, and he gets 2 attacks, and how Cop-Out is really 75 to 90% effective,
Thou shalt not escape.
I don't know that there's any other real strategy that can be, Well, and that's something that they should, you know, especially... Ooh, nice. Especially with a remake of 1, you should not have to do any...
No.
Okay. See, and this is the problem that you get into. You have to keep copying out, but you don't have an opportunity to heal, because the second you stop to heal, he's going to hit you for a whole lot of damage. And it's just a luck-based thing. If I had a save right here, I would try turning down the difficulty and seeing how much difference that makes. Rude.
Thou shalt not escape.
Like, if Gwalen could just be in the background occasionally healing you, well, not occasionally, but like every round healing you for 20 hit points,
Thou shalt not escape.
that would make this a lot less of a... Alright, so I'm going to wager that if I do this, he's going to hit me. Okay. I got lucky. So he does seem like he doesn't have a great hit rate. I'd have to use an item, and I don't have any on me. Yeah, so protects against breath attacks, protects against spells, and they also only last like 3 rounds. 3 to 4 rounds. That's my other complaint. Especially on Draconian difficulty, they should last a lot longer, and if they worked like the Dragon Quest VIII version, where they just give you points, and you can keep buffing up to a point where they're just... every attack they do does 1 point of damage kind of thing.
Thou shalt not escape.
Jesus. Alright. I mean, maybe he can be... No, alright. Maybe he can be put to sleep. Maybe he can be, you know, and that might be the thing, is, like, maybe you're supposed to try to put him to sleep or paralyze him or something. I don't know how much I have in that regard. Yeah, he doesn't fall asleep to the fairy flute. At least not with that one. Let's see. These are all just damage. Restores MP. Reduces the damage taken from all attacks, but you're not actually doing any damage to him. And he doesn't have a fixed pattern. If he had a fixed pattern, then you could do this. Like if he casts a spell, then he buffs himself, then he does a big attack, then he casts a spell, then he buffs himself, then he does a big attack. You could do that, but I guess Sandstorm might work. Let's try that. I'm just going to try a few things here. Highly resistant to its effect. Okay. Yep.
Much better. Not today.
Just a forced cop-out fight, I think.
Thou shalt not escape.
Alright, I'm actually going to try something else.
Not today.
I'm going to try something else. And he dodged nimbly, so it didn't even matter. Yeah, like, I'm hitting him for 80, and he's hitting me for 149. I like the story additions they've done for this game, the increased dungeons and all that stuff, but just the fact that we have to do all of this, like, highly, like, just cop out. It's not great. Let's see. Difficulty settings. Let's set it on Draki Quest. Let me just make sure that I can set it back. Yes, I can. Okay. Oh, wait. That put me on invincibility. I want that off. I don't want to be invincible. I want to see what the difference is. Is he going to do less damage to me? Let's do Demon Demeanor, because I'm assuming that he is going to take damage from that. Okay, so I dodged it. That probably... Okay, let me just do a regular attack. I wonder if I do more... Yeah, okay. I'm doing a lot more damage. Yeah, part of that is the difficulty then. I mean, he can still kill me. So it does make it feel like Cop-Out is a better choice. Do from the autosave, because I don't want to be on Draki. Let's make sure that you have reset it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, and obviously I'm not trying it on the default, either, but, like, you can see, even with that amount of damage, Cop-Out is still a pretty good choice if he can attack you, get a big hit, and then attack you again before you get a turn to do any healing kind of thing. But especially here where we are doing less damage and he is doing more damage. And it seems like that might be the only difference. You know, that and hit points and how much experience you get.
Much better. Thou shalt not escape.
I mean, I'm kind of tempted to put it onto normal, not the Draki quest, but I've already come this far. Sunk cost fallacy and all that. But yeah, it's not... One of the things that I really like about Dragon Quest, typically, is that most of the fights are very, like... There's a lot to them where you are... Glad that that missed, because that would have killed me. Like, they do tend to be very strategic. But I would actually go so far as to say that, like, especially in this version of the game, bosses should have no status immunities. Regular enemies, I don't care. I'm almost never going to use status effects on regular enemies anyway. But on bosses, they should basically have no status immunities. You know, if they just have the normal chance to fail, to resist sleep and stuff like that, then that always gives you an option against them. Try more healing and hope that... Alright, well, that's a lot of healing at least. Ow!
Much better.
I was hoping for the good one there. I mean, it does kind of feel like this game was designed to have party members, but you don't have party members.
No.
Because now it's just a case of cop out every round and hope you get lucky. Long enough to not die. And Doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good. I don't know, maybe the playtesters feel differently than I do. I don't know.
Thou shalt not escape.
It's also possible it was playtested on normal difficulty and not Draconian
Thou
Quest.
shalt
I don't know.
not escape.
This could be the intentional design. They expect you to do it this way. Well, that just sucks. Because, like, the original game wasn't exactly interesting with most of these fights where it's like, attack, attack, heal, attack, attack, heal, attack, attack, heal, attack, attack, heal. But that's at least better than this.
No.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna survive that, that's for sure. Supposedly he has an elemental weakness. I mean, he's also a demon. I got demon demeanor. But with the amount of damage that he can do to me, that doesn't matter. I cannot... You know, another thing is if you could attack multiple times, that would be a... I mean, obviously I can with Wild Side, but it's the same attack. So... it's a very limited use. He's highly resistant to Sandstorm, and considering how physical he is, he shouldn't be. Need to gain 20 levels before you do this. I mean, again, maybe that's the thing. Maybe they really do expect you to grind a lot, but considering what they've done with past Dragon Quest remakes, of reducing the amount of grinding... I mean, I don't have the Staff of Rain, so I wouldn't be able to make use of that weakness anyway. I mean, just with that amount of damage coming my way, I can't attack him. It's not a feasible strategy. If I had full heal... it might. But I don't have full heal.
No.
Yep.
Thou shalt not escape.
I mean, I'm not as angry about this as I was about the poof thing in Dragon Quest III. Because this, at least, I feel is fairly obvious, considering that they gave you cop-out early on, and it's like, what other way are you going to do to avoid this damage? I mean, I'm kind of curious if there is anything that, like, what people are saying online about this fight.
Thou shalt not escape.
Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see if I see any, like, strategies for it. Alright, so I'm seeing use a spiked armor, which, yeah, I mean, that definitely would do it. Increase defense with fairy foil, cop out, counter fizzle with items or abilities, charge your attacks and deal more damage. But, like, That's... Honestly, like, none of those things are really all that great in terms of strategies
Thou
against this
shalt
guy,
not escape.
I think. Thinking of old RPGs, you wonder how fast you'd be sued into oblivion if you made a game today with a section where you fought TIE fighters with the USS Enterprise? Depends on how directly it is that that they're TIE fighters and the USS Enterprise. Those weren't TIE fighters in Ultima 1. Those were H's.
Much better.
Well, he's down to half. I'm, of course, down to orange, so, you know.
Escape.
There we go. They don't say if strategy changes for hard difficulties. Yeah. I wasn't seeing anything about that. The and they're clearly playing from the Japanese version, so I'm not sure that that's the best. That was just one thing. Do.
Thou shalt not escape.
That's just rude. See, like, the fairy foil to increase my defense, it would not be doing a whole lot there. And yeah, this is definitely not, like, this next thing that I found is definitely not looking at the draconian difficulty here, because the damage it's talking about is not draconian damage.
Thou shalt not escape.
Yeah, it's basically saying cop out again. Like, it has other tactics, like increase your defense with the fairy foil and stuff like that, but it's definitely cop out. Well. Let's see what else we see. I'm not even sure if I still have the fairy foil. I might have sold that. Let's go ahead and snooze that ad for now.
Thou shalt not escape.
I'm also not really seeing, like, recommended levels.
Thou shalt not escape.
34, okay. Which I'm around there, I think. Lion Dragon Slash is your main attack. This action gives you steady progress through the boss's health. Alongside this, activate Wild Side to raise your damage output during the fight. Keep repeating Dragon Slash while maintaining Wild Side, and continue this pattern until Gargoyle is defeated. Yeah, that's not exactly... that sounds like AI wrote that, so, that's probably not a great website for that. Well, I'm not failing miserably, that's the thing. I'm just getting unlucky occasionally.
Thou shalt not escape.
Okay, nothing there. The reflection missing is pretty obnoxious, but you can't make something that's guaranteed.
Much better.
I'm just kind of like looking at something right now. I'm seeing someone who definitely wild-sided and is hitting with Kazap every round.
Much better.
Well, he's to yellow, and so am I.
Escape.
I mean, the nice thing is when he takes damage from his own attack and then gets it reflected back to him, it's pretty
Thou
nice.
shalt not escape.
Ow! Hey, I got 1 hit point. It's the only hit point that matters.
Much better. Much better.
That fizzle doesn't matter. All right, he's in red. Come on, die. Howdy, Sealan. How's it going?
Thou shalt not escape.
Come on, die. You can do it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Come on, die.
Thou shalt not escape.
Copping out of another fight, yep.
Much better.
Well, he discovered my my weakness. He discovered my weakness. How dare he? How dare he discover my weakness? Yes, lots of ham in windstorms. Just like that.
Thou shalt not escape.
Dang it! I mean, at least he took damage.
Thou shalt not escape.
Ow! Well,
Thou shalt not escape. Thou shalt not escape.
with the variable stat gains, you don't know what level you might want to grind to.
Thou
Well, I'm
shalt
pretty
not
sure
escape.
I am at a reasonable level. Honestly.
Much better. Thou shalt not escape.
Okay. Alright, well, let's actually check what level I am, considering that one thing that I was pretty sure was AI written is, Yeah, so level 36. I'm actually 2 levels higher than the recommended. Alright, well, let's try something else. Alright, first of all, Headsman's Axe. And let's go ahead and Wild Side.
Thou shalt not escape.
Let's go with Demon Demeanor. It's only 129. What about Dragon Slash? crit is good. Ow. Ow. Oh, I didn't notice that wild side wore off on me. Well, I'm dead. All right. Alright, let's try that again and hopefully pay more attention to the fact that I am losing my wild side. Ow! Well, at least he didn't attack twice that time. More heal. Ouch. See, that's the problem, is that now wild side is worn off, and I gotta do that again. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I really feel like cop-out is the appropriate thing here. Let's Kazap here, see how much damage that does. 368. That's pretty good.
No.
Yeah, see, like, I try something else, and it just, like, it really breaks down quite quickly. That's kind of the issue. Alright, let's see. I'm looking to see if there is something about, Nope. Just kind of like looking at other things that might indicate what other strategies there are. And I'm not really seeing any.
Thou shalt not escape.
Try living dangerously? I mean, muster strength, then gust slash, or repeat. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just... I don't think any of that is as effective as cop-out. That's the problem. The amount of damage that he can do and the fact that cop-out can completely negate that a significant portion of the time. If I had full heal, it would be different. But more heal doesn't heal enough. It just does not. You need full heal at this point for healing. Or you need your, the sigil to trigger. That'll do enough. There is, a meditation scroll coming. If we can get enough, mini-medals, I think it is. And that would do it. Because that is 500 hit points. They're very cheap.
Thou shalt not escape. Much better.
Like, and I'm not saying that there aren't other ways to beat him. It just really feels like the most consistent method is this one. Alright, let's hope he doesn't cast a spell.
Much better.
We did pick up a mini medal up here, or two. Let me check something. Maybe that's available to us now. Nope, not yet. Well, I do have the fairy foil, so I can take that out. That would be some good defense. Do I have the spiked armor? I do have the spiked armor. I mean, we'll try this. Maybe you can get him close. Still be able to take one hit, unleash Kazap to finish him off. Yeah, the problem is I don't know, like, I suspect if he's at orange, he's still close enough to, like, he still is going to have, like, 600 hit points left or something like that. And also, I kind of suspect that, the fact that he goes first is a big problem. Yeah, it works really, really well. It's just at that point down to luck. Do you cop out, do you succeed in copping out enough times? Like, it's not even a coin flip. It's a lot better than a coin flip. Howdy, Minor Trader. Welcome back. Alright. Strong medicine. There we go. Alright, well, we do have an ad break about to start in a few minutes. Hopefully we can get at least a try here. Alright, so. Savior Staff does what? Breath attacks. Okay, I don't care about that. Alright, Fairy Foil. Good. That's extremely lucky. But it also only boosts defense by 1 tier. Alright, muster strength. Okay! So, not having Erdrick's shield and the, Erdrick's armor makes a big difference on that wind damage. Demon Demeanor. 217. Yeah, it's not great damage there. Let's go ahead and Wild Side. Okay, I might be able to go first now. Let's go with more heal. We'll do it twice. Alright. Wild Side is about to run out, but let's try Demon Demeanor. We'll get 2 of them. 181, good. 119. Okay, Wild Side wore off. Let's get Wild Side back up. Almost get murdered by that. And we basically need to... you know what? Let's try a double Miracle Slash. Is that doing enough? That is not doing enough. It's okay for a normal situation, but it's not great. Yeah, I can't cast a spell, so I guess we'll just Miracle Slash. And we're going to die from this, I'm sure. Yeah. Alright, one more normal attempt. Alright, Fairy Foil. I did fail to get the Fairy Foil used a couple times, though. Okay. Actually, I do think Erdrick's shield bestows... it definitely reduces magic damage, so... Let's see how that goes. Wild Side. Okay, those are all up. Demon Demeanor. Demon Demeanor.
Not today.
Alright, it's Wild Side, and hope that we can heal ourselves. He doesn't do enough to kill me. Good. Alright, Fairy Foil is about to run out. Let's go with a more heal.
Much better.
Okay, Kaswoosh, that... Okay. Kaswoosh damage is better now. So the Ogre Shield is not a good choice for this fight because of that. Let's go ahead and Fairy Foil. Wild Side wore off. Okay, so that is making a difference on the damage at least. Let's go ahead and Miracle Slash. Get some free healing out of that. Semi-free healing.
I shall rend the asunder.
Ow. It's not too bad, though. Miracle Slash.
Rend the asunder.
Well, the problem is that Fairy Foil, like, the effect of Fairy Foil is... Oh, we actually have the ad in progress. I'm sorry, everyone. The problem with the Fairy Foil is that it's only one effect. Like, just because I used it twice doesn't actually mean that I got two effects out of it. This is unfortunately not like Dragon Quest VIII, where that would be very good. Yeah, it's kind of crummy. It's kind of crummy. And yeah, like, I can feel my MP draining here really bad. Wild Side is extremely expensive. So, Miracle Slash is not extremely expensive, but the fact that it's being done twice does chew into your MP quite a bit. Well, let's keep staying topped off with Miracle Slashes. It's pretty good damage, at least. Ow. Can't cast a spell, so this is what I have to do. Yep. See, like, that's the problem. Alright. But we do have an ad break running, so for those watching on YouTube, we will be back with the next episode. For those watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere, because we will be trying this again right after our break.